How do you use body language in your presentations? A lot of people don't do it very well. They break eye contact with the audience, they keep turning to the screen where the slides are projected, they walk around and they don't look at their audience. There are lots of different problems. Today I'm just going to reflect on one typical problem and how to avoid it. And that is building trust. At the end of the day, one of the things that you want to and can do with your body language is build trust with your audience. If they don't trust you, they're not going to do what you want them to do. They're not going to really believe what you are saying. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a scientific presentation. Yes, there are the numbers, of course, but it's also the perception. So as I said in the first video, in a presentation, you're not just talking to your audience's brains, but to their emotions as well. And in a way, with body language, we are talking to their emotions. This is one way to address their emotions, to put them at their ease or not. So the key for building trust is literally in your hands. I'm going to describe an experiment for you. A presentation was given to an audience and the presenter wagged his finger at the audience all the time. Then when the presentation was finished, the audience was interviewed about their impressions and then how they perceived the presentation. Then the audience left. The room was filled with a new group of people, so a new audience, and the same presentation was given while the speaker was using hand gestures where he was pushing them down in a way. Again, the audience was interviewed about their impressions and how they felt, and then they left the room and the third audience came in and the same presentation was given again, but this time the presenter used these open palm hand gestures. Again, the audience was interviewed about their impressions and they left the room. So what do you think the result was? The best feedback was given when the presenter was using the open hand gestures. The worst feedback was given for the wagging, the finger wagging. Why? Because it's like a weapon. It's like a stick. It's a threat. Some audience members even said that they were too distracted with this kind of body language and therefore they couldn't really pay attention. The very deeply rooted evolutionary reason why the open hand gesture is the way to support your message with your body language and build trust is because when you show somebody your palm, what you are saying is, I'm not holding any weapons. I'm not a threat. This is how the handshake was developed back in the days. Because if you could shake somebody's hand, that meant that you weren't holding anything that could threaten them. So you were not a menace to them. So this is why when you speak in public, pay attention to your body language. It doesn't matter if you move your hands like this or if you move your hands like this, but try to use open palm hand gestures rather than pointing, slashing, wagging your finger, or even pushing them down. I hope you find this useful. Happy presenting.